Okay, let's do a few examples on divisibility rules. So we want to mark with the X the numbers that are divisible by 2. So for the rule is, for divisibility for the rule of number 2 is, the numbers must end in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. So does this number end with 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8? Yes, it does. So let's put an X right here. For 331, no, because it doesn't end with let me write it out here. 2, 4, 6, and 8. These are the numbers that it must end with. So this is not it. No. 2, yes, because divisible by 2, yes. So this would be X. Look at 3, no, it's not an even number. 4, yes, it's an even number. 5, no, because it's an odd number. So those are the answers for divisibility rule for number 2. Now mark with X if the numbers are divisible by 2 or 5. So the divisibility rule for 2 is it has to end with 2, 4, 6, or 8. That's for divisibility rule for 2. Now for 5, it must end with 0 or 5 to be divisible by 5. So I'm going to make a little chart. Is 750 divisible by 2? No, it's not. So we don't put an X there. For 5, is it divisible by 5? Yes, because it ends with a 0. So yes, we put a 5 underneath we put an X underneath the 5. So let's go to the next one. We have 751. We have 1 as our at the end. Is it divisible by 2 or 5? No. So you can't put any X for that. 752. Is it divisible by 2? Yes, because 2 is an even number. Is 752 divisible by 5? No, because it doesn't end with 0 or 5, so you don't put X there. For 753, is it divisible by 2 or 5? Well, is it divisible by 2? No, because 3 is not an odd number. 3 is an odd number, so this is not it. You can't do it. It's not divisible by 2. Is it divisible by 5? No, because it doesn't end in 0 or 5, so you don't put any X's for that one. For 754, the 4 is an even number, so that's definitely divisible by 2. Is it divisible by 5? No, because it doesn't end with 0 or 5. So you don't put nothing there. Then we have 755. Is it divisible by 2? No, because 5 is not an even number. Is it divisible by 5? Yes, because it ends in 5. So we put an X here. So those are the final answer for those questions right there. Here we want to mark an X if the numbers are divisible by 2 or 5 or by 10. So you know the divisibility rule for 2 is the numbers must end with 2, 4, 6, or 8. So the divisibility rule for 5, the numbers must end in 0 and 5. And the divisibility rule for 10, it must end in 0. So let's make a little chart. 2, 5, 10. Is 860 divisible by 2? No, it's not. Is it divisible by 5? Yes, because it ends with a 0. So we put an X. Is 860 divisible by 10? Yes, because it ends with a 0. So it's X here underneath the 10. Okay, let's go to the next one. We have 861. Is it divisible by 2? No, because 1 is an odd number. Is it divisible by 5? No, because it doesn't end in 0 or 5. Is it divisible by 10? No, because it doesn't end in 0. So you don't put any X's over there. 862. Is it divisible by 2? Yes, because it ends in 2. Is it divisible by 5? No, because it doesn't end in 0 or 5. And is it divisible by 10? No, because it doesn't end in 0. So just put an X underneath it too. For 863, Is it divisible by 2? No, because 3 is an odd number. Let me first make a chart. So it's not divisible by 2 because 3 is an odd number. Is 3 divisible by 5? No, because it doesn't end in 0 or 5. Is 863 divisible by 10? No, because it doesn't end in 0, so you don't put anything there. For 864, is it divisible by 2? Yes, because 4 is an even number, so you put X here. Is it divisible by 5? No, because it doesn't end in 0 or 5. And 10, is it divisible by 10? No, because it doesn't end in 0. So you just put X underneath it too. For 865, is it divisible by 2? No, because 5 is not an even number. Is 865 divisible by 5? Yes. You put an X here since it ends with a 5. Now, is it divisible by 10? No, because it doesn't end in a 0. So you just put an X underneath the 5. Okay, let's make another chart. Is 866 divisible by 2? Yes, because 6 is an even number, so you put X. Is it 866 divisible by 5? No, because it doesn't end in 0 or 5. So, and 866, is it divisible by 10? No, because it doesn't end in 0. Is 867 divisible by 2? No, because 7 is not an even number. Is 867 divisible by 5? No, because it doesn't end in 0 or 5. Is 867 divisible by 10? No, because it doesn't end in 0, so you don't put anything there. For 868, is it divisible by 2? Yes, because 8 is an even number, so you put X here. Is 868 divisible by 5? No, because it doesn't end in 0 or 5. And 868, is it divisible by 10? No, because it doesn't end in 0, so you just put an X underneath it too. So these are your final answer to the problems right here. So let's now move on to a few exercise problems so we understand the concept of what are we doing here.